Individuals, what's good? How you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in. Now before I just completely dive into today's video, I do want to add a little disclaimer. This video is for those of you looking for something real, looking for a solid, deep-rooted relationship with a woman. And look, I ain't gonna BS you at all. You're not gonna win over every single girl. Even if you're the most handsomest dude in the world, there's gonna be some women out there that just don't find you attractive. It is what it is. The stars won't magically align every single time. Me, myself, I I remember specifically one time a girl told me straight to my face that I was butt ugly and that she said I would never date you. So hey, it happens to all of us, don't take it personal, alright? So a solid first step in pursuing a woman is just that, be pursuing. A, grab your balls, metaphorically, and forget Hollywood. Forget, hey, you don't need some super mojo pickup line just to get a woman. It's not that difficult. It really ain't that complex. Just walk up to her, introduce yourself, say, hi, my name is Dre, what's yours, where you from, what you up to, and be a little upfront. Most guys don't even get to this step because they don't have the guts. So by you doing this, it already sets you apart from the rest. However, you gotta still find that balance. You want to pursue without putting that pressure on her, and also remember, if you're feeling really nervous at this point, remember she's probably just as nervous as you are. Number two, be authentic. A lot of these playboys we see these days are little trickster dudes. A lot of these Hollywood movies we see are they're so unrealistic. So the best way to go about this is just be yourself, be authentic. Don't be someone that you're not. You don't gotta be Mr. Big Shot. And remember, you don't need to showcase your status. Just showcase yourself. And on top of that, when you showcase yourself and you just stay true to who you are, it takes the pressure off of having to perform and be this perfect dude.
Hi, baby girl.
Hey, you don't need to be Mr. Charmer, Mr. Freaking Seducer. Just relax, take a deep breath. And number three, be chill. Like I said, you don't need to be Mr. Big Shot. You don't need to be Mr. Money. And you sure as hell don't need to be Mr. Funny, cracking all the jokes. Just let that stuff come naturally, man. I've seen a lot of dudes, force those things, trying to, forcing those jokes, and it's a terrible thing to see. It really is. Just relax, my boy, especially if you're like me. Hey, I ain't the funniest dude in the world, so I'm not gonna try and be the funniest dude in the world. I'm just gonna let that stuff come naturally when it does. And a great tip that I've always kind of spoken of on this channel, rather than trying to be funny, just focus on being fun and chill to be around. Invoke chivalry. Hey, showcase some selflessness. I heard the other day in a blog, someone said, hey, women don't want to be treated like queens. They want to be treated like princesses. And I know, women empowerment is such a big, massive movement these days, but honestly, a woman, she don't want you to be a doormat. She wants you to be the man, the one in charge, right? I mean, look, I don't care how independent or strong a woman is. Hey, every girl wants her man to open up the car door for her, to pull out her chair for her at a dinner table, compliment her, tell her how beautiful she looks. Every girl wants a man who's gonna be responsible and to live up to his calling. In God, he puts that desire in a woman, and he puts that desire to be a leader in a man. It's just a lot of men these days, they've ignored their calling. They've ignored these qualities repeatedly, which then enforces women to have to rise up and have to therefore empower each other. Be attentive to detail. Ask her questions, right? And listen. The first time I met my wife, I asked her simple questions like, what's her favorite little snacks, favorite little treats, candies? And I ran with that. The time, when that second date came along, I was able to plan a little picnic with her favorite snacks, and I was also able to plan a successful movie night according to the types of movies she likes. So ask those simple little questions and pay attention to those little details, and I promise you guys this will go a long way. Speak highly of her in front of other people. I don't think I need to go much into detail about this. This is pretty common sense. I mean, hey, if she spoke highly of you in front of her friends, her family, how would that make you feel? Hey, that would make you feel hey, pretty good inside, right? Like you're the man. So, hey, same goes for her. Especially, hey, if you speak highly of her even when she's not around. Woo! Woo! Hey, imagine when you speak highly of her when she's not around and word gets back to her eventually. Ooh. Ooh, hey, you know, we don't need to go there. Let's keep it G. Let's keep it G. Let's move on. Be a protector. Of course, don't let her walk to her car alone out in a parking lot. Don't let her go to the gas station alone at night. Go on walks and jogs with her, especially in this day and age. And also, if you're at a club with her or somewhere where just men are always on the prowl, keep an eye out. If she needs to go to the restroom, walk with her to the restroom and wait outside for her, hold her things, wait for her outside the door. Women love that. They love that feeling of security. Create your own story. Now, I know I always talk down on Hollywood and all these actors and stuff, but hey, it's not all that bad. You can actually take quite a lot from these movies as well. Remember, this is your love story, my dude. You're the man, you're the writer. When people ask you about, your first kiss, your first date, your first this, first that, what do you want the story to be? It's up to you. Make those first moments something extravagant. Make it special. Make it something that she can carry with her forever. My proposal, most of you guys saw that here on YouTube. Hey, that sucker, that took me a good solid 10 months to put together and plan out. Being creative like this is what makes you romantic. A lot of dudes these days, they think, oh, I'm not a romantic type of guy, And it's like, bro, it's not that, dude. It's just you're lazy, dude. You don't even wanna try. Even if you planned the most simplest night, hey, it shows that you care. Even if you called up your girlfriend and was just like, hey, I wanna take you out after work tonight. It's a surprise. And say all you did was, make reservations to her favorite restaurant, took her out and took her to a movie after. That's all you gotta do, my dude. Or even if you just had her come over and you cooked up a nice little dish for her, something, a little recipe you got off Pinterest. Maybe you bought some little candles at the Dollar Tree just to create a nice, sexy little environment. Maybe you took her out for a night walk somewhere, kind of pretty. That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's easy money. And when you create that little foundation, that little layout, that little plan, you can start, adding a little extra stuff to that if you want. You can get creative as you go. Stay on course. Now, as men of honor, soldiers of spiritual warfare, our duty on the daily is simply to just follow and honor God. It's crazy, it's so funny. So many of us humans just spend our whole lives trying to figure out our purpose, our calling in life, and that's it, right there. Just follow God and give Him honor, give Him glory. It says it as plain as day in His word, right? Love God, pursue Him firstly, and run your race. It says in Hebrews 12:1, let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. See, the world is constantly flooding our minds with evil, destructive things, right? Obviously. And every day, me personally, just to be honest with you guys, every day I'm battling something, whether that's keeping my composure, refraining from gossip, going toe to toe against lustful thoughts. Hey, I was addicted to prawn for years, man. And just because I'm doing better doesn't mean that just all that temptation's just gone, right? Hey, sometimes I slip, sometimes I mess up, I fall short, but hey, I'm running my race. My map is, it points towards Jesus. I desire my Creator. And the only reason why I'm able to run that race every single day is because His grace and mercy is my crutch. His forgiveness, it fuels me to keep running, to stay on track. And now the reason why I personally believe that I was blessed with the most perfect, most beautiful wife that I could ever imagine for myself. And I don't want to make this sound like it's because of my own doing, but hey, growing up, I was running my race, dude. I was a focused little dude, and I was always trying my best to honor God in every situation, every area of my life. And no, it wasn't because of my own works that I was blessed with such a magnificent wife, companion, best friend, right? It was just the fact that I was in line, following his will, running that race, running towards him, that he was able to gift me with those things. And so now, during these youthful years of mine, rather than always looking for the one, I put more focus on trying to just become the one. And so during this time, I learned that when you are in God's will and when you're just constantly chasing after him, I mean, he's the composer, right? He's the maestro, right? And he'll orchestrate things in your life that will benefit you always, including the wife of your youth. He'll have that woman, he'll have that one who's also running her race. He'll have your paths meet. But the second you start looking left, looking right, veering off from your path, hey, that's where you can get yourself into trouble. And hey, don't get me wrong, it's okay to be on the lookout, but when you have to veer off of your path, you end up out of God's perfect will for your life, out of the blessings that he has in store for you. But if you remain focused, if you are like a racehorse with its blinders on, running your race, focused on God, you're gonna, when you're this on point, you're gonna start seeing a lot of women rubbernecking, right? You might have to duck and swerve a few, right? But that one, that special girl, the wife of your youth, when you're this on point, when you're running your race, she's gonna see that champion in you. She's gonna see that you don't play games, and you guys will be able to then run that race together. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you got something from it. If you did, please be sure to give it a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and be sure to hit that notifications button to be informed when I drop new content. And if you have any dudes, if you have any of your boys, any of your close friends that could benefit from watching this video, be sure to send it to them as well. That'd mean the world to me. And I'll see you guys very soon. My name is Drexler. Shaka bra.